So here we go again for the Vocho story. So we already completed several ones. As you can see, we completed, I would say, one up till, I think where we are. Currently we are at 9, right? So 9 and 10, we didn't do them yet. And we can see that there's also some improvement possible for some of them. The Scratch VS Stock and the Group V. We're gonna skip those two because I simply want to do the next one, which is the drift show. So let's see what we can do there. As you can see below, we need to, I would say, have at least 210,000 points for 3 stars. So let's see if we can make that. Vocho is the one of the chapters, right? There's also another one. I forgot the name, but that one requires you to really bypass that 3 stars before you get the next chapter.
Suspension a little.
For the Vocho, you can, I would say, select them easily. It can also be that we need to, I would say, earn some more other points before the other chapters are unlocked for that other story.
Let's start with the
so let's see where we go. So we need to drift. So let's see if we can.
I wonder if your Papa Fernando ever did this kind of thing.
Maybe.
So drifting works the best in a drift car, or there's another option to use the manual.
Tires. I have spares.
Let's say manual transmission instead of the automatic transmission, because that works better. Because then you can stay in I would say, in a specific gear, right? Currently it's out of shifts. So let's see if we can make it. But I don't believe we can make it. Because we also need to make sure that we're, I would say, hitting the finish line within a certain time. Although this might be an easy way to, let's say, earn 3 stars. Although that was a burnout, not really a drift fight, so waste of time. You really need to, let's say, drift like we're currently doing. Probably this isn't the easy one to get. Drifting is also not which I'm really good in, to be honest. You know, it's a great burnout, but the burnouts are not counting, so you really need to drift. Also watch out, right? But luckily there are not a lot of corners. But watch out that you're not, say, doing a burnout, because burnouts don't count. So if you can see, we need to get 200,000 points. So probably we will, maybe, hopefully we can get 1 star, but to be honest I'm doubting. Probably it requires me to do a little bit more practicing, but this car is, I would say, it's driving very fast. It's also, let's say, how much acting on the road is, let's say, kind of hard, because you can't make, let's say, steering, you're steering, say, too fast in your speed. See, then it counts as a burnout, so you should really drift and do not do the burnouts, because burnouts simply don't count. And also keep an eye on the time, because as you can see, we're not even, I would say, half the way, so then you're screwed already. So maybe also the tip is to do the drifting later on, right? Because you saw that when we were on the, I would say, on the steep hills, then drifting went much faster and the drifting points were increasing much faster. So let's give it another try. So 5,000 should be an issue, right?
wonder if your Papa Fernando ever did this kind of thing.
because that's what we
Maybe.
did now. So
Maybe
let's
even
see
on
if we
these
can
streets. 'Cause these
aim for
things,
the next one.
We'll never know. Don't worry about the tires. I have spares.
So now let's see if we at least can make the finish line, because that's also important. Because if you're not, say, passing the finish line, then you're also screwed. Right, so that's also something to keep in mind. Yeah, I know that the controller batteries are low. Probably need to replace them soon. For it, I would say before the controller stops working when playing. So let's slowly increase throttle. I would say if this was a burnout challenge, then I would probably easily bypass it. But now let's go a little bit harder to make sure that we're arriving at the finish line, because you can see that the distance to the finish line is, I would say, still a long way to go. Try to, let's say, increase the say the times X, right? The times X will simply double sometimes the points. So we're gonna drive a little bit faster now, so that we at least have 1 point or 1 star, I should say. I would say I've already removed from my mind that we can get the 3 stars, at least for now. Almost at the destination, so we can start from scratch. So unfortunately not the, I would say, the 2 stars. But I think that we can make it. So let's give it another try. We should, I would say, swing a little bit more on the road to earn the 2 stars. Because of course I don't want to stay stuck with that 1 star.
Don't worry about it. I've got loads of spares back at the shop.
So let's see if we can make it. So we're gonna retry by pressing the X. Because we were pretty close to that 100 star, or 100,000 points, which gives us the 2 stars.
Let's start with a tour of Guanajuato. Don't worry about the tires. I have spares.
I wonder if your Papa Fernando ever did this kind of thing.
Maybe. Maybe even on these streets. Because these things, we'll never know.
This already goes a little bit better, right? So don't try to do too much burnouts. And also don't go full throttle continuously. You can do it in the corners like we just did, which will increase the drift. So let's see what we can make here. The trick is not to hit anything, because then you're not screwed, but then it stops the drift. Right, so try to this was a good one. So I think that we are starting to, say, go from the left to the right. So let's try to avoid it. We're going full throttle. Also keep an eye on the time.
Orale, let's see some more smoke.
So yes, we get 200,000 points. Now we need to get to 210,000 points. Maybe we can make it, although I doubt it. Be careful at the time, right? Because you can see time is ticking away, so I'm now gonna go full steam ahead because I want to have the 2 stars. So probably I need to practice a little bit more, but you can see the idea, right? You need to, say, go quickly from the left to the right and do some tricks there. That will make sure that you're gonna start a drift. Don't go full throttle. Use your handbrake as many times as possible to ensure that you make a drift as long as possible. And that will result in that you're getting more points, and eventually also, hopefully, you're able to meet those 3 stars. I didn't meet it, right? I've got 133,000 points, where I need to have 210,000 points, so I will need to practice a little bit more. Here ends this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button, and of course also let me know what the score was you had in this challenge by leaving a comment in the comment box below. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then make sure that you're hitting the subscribe button. Thanks for watching and see you next time.